Lesson 7. How to train your willpower with discomfort. You can introduce more willpower and discipline in your life if you make an effort to stop avoiding discomfort. Acting against your urges and emotions will build more toughness, which in turn will help you resist temptation better. There are 3 simple ways to develop more willpower. The first one is cold showers. What? I'm not a sadist, I swear. It takes a lot of willpower to not jump out of the cold water or turn the knob to hot, which makes it a perfect self-control building exercise. After I took a few cold showers, I discovered that the first 1 or 2 minutes were the worst part. After those 60 to 120 seconds, I could handle the remaining time with little pain, and sometimes even enjoyed myself. After this discovery, I noticed a similar reaction while trying to resist other temptations. It's a reassuring thought that a difficult experience gets easier if you can endure discomfort for 2 minutes. You don't have to keep taking cold showers for the rest of your life. After all, we don't build self-discipline to make our lives miserable. However, it's a good idea to take cold showers for a week or 2 as a short-term experiment. It will teach you a lot about your limits. You'll soon go from, I'm going to freeze, to, I can stand it, to, it's not that bad. Soon, you can apply your findings in other areas of your life, most notably during strenuous physical exercise. Another way to practice willpower is fasting. Abstaining from food works in a similar way as taking cold showers, except it goes a step further, helping you build long-term self-discipline. A cold shower takes 5 minutes, while fasting takes at least 14 to 16 hours to benefit from it. Studies show that intermittent fasting benefits the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular systems and can aid the aging brain. An additional benefit of fasting is that you will develop a healthier relationship with food and possibly lose some weight, all without reducing your cognitive performance or negatively affecting sleep or mood. I fast for 16 to 20 hours every single day, and if anything, it has only improved my life. Eating no longer controls my schedule, and I no longer feel extreme hunger. I always find it funny when my friends die from hunger a couple of hours after eating a meal, while I can go without food for 24 hours without feeling it. As with cold showers, you don't necessarily have to make fasting an inherent part of your life. Even fasting just once a week, for instance, you can stop eating at 6 p.m. one day and resume at 6 p.m. the next day, will help you practice willpower. I highly recommend fasting at least occasionally. You can skip a meal or 2, stop eating for a full day, or temporarily change your eating pattern. If you discover fasting isn't for you, you can always go back to your usual patterns. Obviously, if you suffer from any health disorders, speak with your doctor first. I don't recommend recklessness, and I'm not qualified to make any decisions for you. The last simple way to practice willpower is to go beyond the first feeling of fatigue. Sir Roger Bannister, the first man to run the mile in less than 4 minutes in 1954, said in 2000, "It's the brain, not the heart or lungs, that is the critical organ." Studies show that the first feeling of fatigue is an emotion, not the signal that your body is exhausted and can't go on any longer. Consequently, you can learn how to exert more self-discipline when you decide to go past that first feeling of fatigue and see how much further you can push yourself. The easiest area where you can introduce this practice is exercise. If you go to the gym, don't be afraid to go past your limits and see if you can push more. Always make it a priority to do it in a safe way, using proper form and a spotter to help you. I do it from time to time at the gym. It helps me explore my true limits and discover that often it's only my mind that limits me from achieving more. If you run long distances, push yourself to beat your personal record. Finish your usual distance in a shorter period of time, or run farther. As with weightlifting, be safe. Don't push so far or hard that you injure yourself. Going beyond the first feeling of fatigue will help you extend your limits and increase your capabilities to control yourself under overwhelming pressure. After all, if you have the willpower to push through fatigue and complete one more rep with a heavy bar on your back, go an extra day without eating, or withstand a cold shower, you can also resist the impulse to eat a simple chocolate bar, right?